Ladies and gentlemen, lovers and friends, my beautiful viewers, how are you doing today? Well, when you see me here, you just know it is time to love. Once you see the King of Hearts, MC Sugar, that is exactly what we're up to here. Well, today is yet another edition, something quite different from the ordinary because I've been getting feedback and I just felt this time it is necessary for us to have this discussed because if I leave it hanging, so many of you are going to remain there having the same problems. And what perplexes me the most is some of the problems you call me for are recurring, you know. They're like one person calls you, the second person the same problem, the third person the same problem. So I summed up everything and decided that today we should sit down and talk about this. We normally have counseling sessions after the show where people call me and then we talk. But let me give up this edition or this episode basically to talk about this because it is part of what the counseling is supposed to do. We are still here at Voices and Bits, that is on Lukuli Road in Machinde. I told you it is a beautiful place here. Anything to do with music or any business you have to do with music in that category, they can take care of you. You can come check them out at Nam Building or Nam House. You'll see them very clearly. So getting back to our glory of love, we are today talking about none other than how to keep a relationship vibrant. You know, there is a time when I talked about the stages of relationships, telling you people how you'll be shifting from one relationship stage to another. And some of the stages scared you people. But I told you it is just a matter of time. Things will alter at the end of the day, and you will be in position to settle down into this marriage. So today, I want us to talk about how you can keep this relationship so vibrant, no matter what the case. Though you will have issues here, fighting there and here, but at the end of the day, the relationship remains solid. So how we're going to do that, I have a guest with me who will be joining me shortly, and we shall be discussing this into detail. So just sit back and relax. Like usual, the King of Hearts got you. Well, my guest is already here with me and we are ready to crack down. I told you for emphasis that we are talking about how to keep a relationship so healthy, so vibrant, so energetic, still in the flames, just like you had just met. And that is the most hardest thing. But I have someone here that I'm going to term as my love doctor of the day and a specialist. He is a writer. He is one of those key people that have been putting down the scripts of some of the topics that we've been discussing here. So trust me, he has a lot for you because today you're getting it from the horse's mouth. So I want you to tell me from your own point of understanding, what are some of those few things that people can at least take note of as something that can keep their relationships vibrant from, like, you know, when you meet someone first time, no crashing akumuntu nemutandiko kweyagala. What normally happens is love ebera mubanga mu space, like everywhere weyagala otambule nayo mutimbe timbe buli wamu. How can we keep it constant that every time, like nga wena kusinkana era wencha kwagala, even when we get married, I still remain with that softness in my heart.
Before I go on that, let me first introduce myself.
Please.
I'm teacher Joshua Kajui.
Okay.
As you know me as a counselor.
Okay.
An advisor and an author.
Okay.
I always tell people, those I meet and counsel,
yes,
that if you get married, even if we started in one room or in a bungalow or in 2 rooms, get an office in your room.
Okay.
That office is for 2 people.
Okay.
Even if you have 1 room, it's very
small.
Get a place. You may not put there a chair
where you sit and talk. Okay.
Or your problem. This one.
So what do you talk in this office?
In that office mainly, you've annoyed me. I don't go publicly because that will kill your relationship then and then.
Wow.
So you come there.
You know what I'm seeing from your explanation? I'm seeing a situation. I've had so many couples talk osanga omukazi ng'agamba baawe oba omusajja ng'agamba mukazi we tonswazanga mu bantu, tonkubanga mu bantu, tonyombesanga maaso g'abazadde bange.
Abamu babagamba we mbankunyiizizza ngamba.
Wow. That is very, very important. Actually, what I've seen is many counselors simply tell couples that mwogere, but they don't tell them what they should talk about.
N'ekirala tebalaga bantu bano bakati omuntu yeetaaga omulagira eddala.
Yes. Where?
Era
what exactly?
Era otya.
Oh, wow.
Kuba I don't expect someone to come when now you are high. You want sort of issues.
I know. You can't be flaming. Fire does not stop fire. So what we're trying to emphasize here, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you're talking to as you're building your relationship, endeavor to make sure as an individual you have values for yourself.
Yeah.
So as you're building up the relationship, tell your values to your sweetheart. Tell your lover that, baby, whenever you do this and this, it doesn't treat me the right way. Please make sure whenever we are together in public, don't do this and this and this because it doesn't touch me the right way.
Exactly.
Those are the values that will keep this relationship vibrant. Otherwise, if you don't tell them that, they will do the exact thing and you'll get embarrassed. And trust me, you may never forgive them. That's why people commit things.
Never keep quiet.
Wow.
Nekati tajja ku keeping quiet when they are not friends.
Definitely.
Do you know where we started from?
Let's speak on our next idea there, and we see how it counts on top of this.
This issue of values.
Yes,
it's very crucial.
Very
it includes
important.
Communication.
Exactly.
Communicate to your friend.
You should always communicate.
Know each other.
I've had so many questions, people asking me about long distance relationships, and I know I tell them you should communicate, but I'm not digging into long distance relationship right now because we just want to talk about communication, the value of communication. But now, what do you communicate about is the issue. Sibi akunkubira simu tuogere sawa 2 nga just talking for
nga aliwala long distance.
But leave alone the long distance. Nga tuli fena I've gone to work, or let's say when we talk about communication, different people get it differently. But I want us to bring out the exact value of what the communication is all about. When we say you should communicate, communicating ako.
Kakati, communication differs.
Yes.
According to the basis of your relationship.
Okay.
And love. I have a friend of mine. At times when we talk for a few minutes,
yes,
she told me we'll talk in our time. Do you get that?
Our time.
In our time.
Keyword, our time.
Remember, we're talking about business. Let me tell them.
Yes.
We're not talking about business. So, according to our foundation of our friendship,
yes,
we included that. And it's not easy for me to break it.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, once they say our time. Definitely.
I know when I call her, I have to talk at length. You get my point?
I know.
And that includes a lot of things. Knowing the weakness of your friend, what have you. You get the point.
By the way, talking about the weaknesses, I want you to help me elaborate this. Our lovers believe that when you show your spouse your weakness, it makes your position in the relationship weak. Is that true?
It's not.
Tell them.
It's not, because one, if a person is your friend, one, you become free unto them.
Yes.
I always tell people, be free and frank.
Yes. Double F. Free and frank.
Portray it there.
Exactly.
Let him love you or not.
The way you are.
The way you are.
If they hate you, by the way, if you show these things early enough, olina atakwagala because of that omuwona nga bukyali
ate kankubulira ekyama abamu alowooza nti olaba oŋŋambye amazima nga teweeraze wandiba omutuufu.
Yes, exactly.
Nina gwe nakikola.
Wow.
Namugamba I have only 2 shoes plus 1 shirt.
Yes.
Kati nenkola story eyo ng'ekwatagana nawe namukubirako essimu ekiro nti ndi mukwoza oyozaaki saati. You get the point. You have to be wise.
Yes.
When you do things.
She will love you the way you are. Amanya nti omusajja wange ayina engoye peya 2 n'engato peya 2.
Kati ngendo kimugamba emisana nze no nga sikyajuke. Nangamba one day I called you at night. You told me you were
Told me
washing.
you were washing.
That's the one who shot. Agenda kwagala.
Wow. I don't know whether you're seeing the magic here. This is exactly what we are talking about. Okusobola okubeezaawo mukwano gwo nga gukyayaka bulungi doesn't need money. You don't need money. It's not even your body simanya bichi. I call it software. Hardware ina weekoma. Oyinza okujjanga you're looking so bootylicious, you're looking so beautiful, you are the angel, but I may not last with you not even for a week because your software is off.
It's off.
Exactly.
That's the problem. You've not maintained.
You have not. These are simple things you just have to understand. So, I'm enjoying. I don't know about you, the viewer, but me, I'm learning a lot here, and this has put me in a better position.
You just have to be with the art.
Yes.
You know, this love is the thing which is feeding
every day.
Every day, get a new thing.
Yes.
Get a new thing.
Love is like your body. You need to feed it with something new every single day for it to flourish. Okay? Tell us more. Give us more. We are still hungry.
At times I hear people say that poor people have love.
Okay.
Have time, have what have you.
But rich people don't have time, don't have love.
Time, don't have
Let's
have love.
demystify that.
But let me quote one thing.
Okay.
You know, amidst a lot of things, you have to get the positive ones.
Yes.
Get those which will make you move.
Yes.
Because I told you, one man is meat
is another man's poison.
So which means what worked for you last time may not work for me. Yeah.
Yes.
So I have to be
dynamic. You change here and there. Yes.
You look at things, you get art, you like that, and you go on.
Okay.
So let me pull out this thing about that. The poor people. They say the poor people have a lot of love.
Poor people having a lot of love.
But why? Art. Remember, we started saying that you can make your love what you want it to be. Think about your wife. Get stories. These people want people who may cause them to smile all the time. You
know, there's something that very many people misconceive, most especially those who have the access to the money. They think their money can do anything for them. Abaganda bagira ne bagamba nti sente wekuba egonza naye. This is not the case with love.
Very wrong.
It is very wrong this side. You may have the money, but it only gives you a bigger percentage of bargaining power, but it may not do everything for you. That's why a poor guy comes, ng'alina ebigambo bye, ng'abisunsudde bulungi, akuba omuntu ekigambo n'amuwangula. I've seen very many people, you've seen cases where rich people's wives end up cheating with the chapati seller, with the boda guy asuze enjala naye emmere bagijjawuwo, and it is taken to his house.
You think why?
Tell them. Because I'll not be the one to spill everything.
This person is feeling at peace with this person, although he doesn't have all
the money. The guy who does not have the money is giving this woman the peace of mind,
taking us back to the core of marriage,
which is,
the Bible says that God made for him a suitable companionship. Do you see money there?
Are you the suitable companion before you begin complaining into omukazi tampa kitiibwa, tampa time bichi? All this comes back to the companionship.
It's even beyond sex.
Of course. This is something that we keep saying, but people think we are only yapping. But that's not the case. But for real, we are telling you, sex only plays, according to me, it only plays about 1 out of 10% of what you can talk about in a relationship. But some of you think sex is 90%. You are misguided for that information. Take note, your sex that you value so much, whatsoever styles you know, may not matter in this case. What matters the most here is companionship.
Companionship.
Do you give me the right companionship? Do I feel happy when I'm with you?
Do I feel peace?
Do I feel at peace? Do I feel loved when I'm with you? Wow.
Another thing, let me talk this to my dear sisters.
Yes.
The ladies.
Yes.
If you see that guy who is broke, you know, we'll teach them how to know a right person.
Yes.
Because some will pretend,
of
you
course.
know those things.
I've got that question so many times. How do I know he's the right one?
But when they are, them themselves are right.
Are the wrong ones. Tell us that.
You get the point.
Yes.
So it's like it's better to develop story by story with your man.
Yes.
Let me tell you this. My really sister.
Yes.
One mom, one dad.
Yes.
Said this statement when she was young, maybe in senior 2.
Yes.
I said, really, girls of this generation can still say such statements. She said this. She was narrating to mom. Mom, do you know what? For me, I don't like a rich guy. I was bypassing. I had to hide to hear where does them end.
Well.
I asked her why. She said, I don't know where that man has got his money from.
Wow.
So for me, I like that guy who's getting the money while I'm seeing
with him.
With him, while I'm seeing him. So shut it down. He may sacrifice me as young as she was. You get it?
Well,
you can get the point.
She's one of a kind. That's one thing I can tell you.
What do I mean in this? Just know that first confirm, will this guy love me?
Yeah.
That's one. 2, we will go on together. We will develop ourselves together. Why? Because if is failing to have ideas, developmental ideas, you won't fail.
You won't fail.
You won't fail.
You can always share ideas.
You can share. I have this plan. If we do this, can't we get this?
Exactly.
At the end of that day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can't exhaust everything. There's really a lot for us here. We need a lot of time to tell you everything, but we'll buy that time slowly by slowly as we go on. But we keep giving you what you need just in time. So that's why we are here with my author, with my writer here, and he has a lot, just like you've been listening to him. But in the interest of time, we are going for another short break. When we return, I will be getting all the points that the others that he hasn't said. I'll wrap them up and come and mention them to you just as tips so that you can get them written down, practice them, and please make sure you put this to practice because it will give you a benefit. Definitely. Which benefit is your love remaining glowing, keeping the candle of your love burning till death does you apart. Let us return shortly and take a breather. Welcome back from this breather, and we are still here. It is still the King of Hearts, and it is still the glory of love. Before we continue with our topic, I want to emphasize a few things here to the ladies out there and the guys, the gentlemen who are single and searching. The search is still open. We're still here for you, and our doors are open. We are ready to handle you, to help you with the matchmaking. We know, we say when the going gets tough, we had a different plan for this to happen, but because of the situations, the pandemic, we can't afford another pandemic in a pandemic. So we have resolved and have a solution for you. Just call our numbers, check us out, and we give you our SOPs. We call them standard operating procedures, so that if you can follow them, trust me, we shall get you someone that you will be in love with and with true love. We can't guarantee you though, but we are sure we can do the matchmaking. So call our numbers, check us out, and we will be in position to get you sorted. And while for those who want to study and become TV stars, you want to do production, presentation, don't go away. Hit our numbers there and get yourself on a hooker so that you can start learning, whether online or if we have the avenues to access you, we can always get you work and get you to that point so that your dreams are not shattered, not any longer. Well, getting back to our topic of discussion, I want to revamp the whole thing because earlier on we had a couple of things that we were trying to mention here and there with examples, but I have a sum up of some things that you men, the ladies and the gentlemen out there who are in a relationship can use to make sure your relationship flourishes on and on and on. So I'm not going to sideline it to the ladies or only the gentlemen, but I want this to be taken note of both-sided.
Traffic.
Yes, I'm just going to mention them slightly. The first one is you should be in position to tell your lady or your sweetheart, if I should say, you should be in position to tell your spouse some of these things here. if you want this relationship to move on. These are small statements that make a lot of impact in a relationship. Number one, you should be in position to tell your spouse that I am so lucky to be with you. Whenever you tell them you are lucky to be with them, it gives them hope. It keeps them stronger. It makes them feel better lovers than ever before. So these are some of the things that we ignore. We think they already know. He knows I care, but it is not the case. Another thing is you should be in position to tell your spouse that they are strong, most especially at their weakest spot. You know, we all go through troubles. There are some situations when you see your wife or your spouse breaking down, and there's nothing you can tell them to keep them strong other than telling them, I know you are stronger than this. I know you're better than this. I know you are the best. That small statement means a lot. It sounds so small, but trust me, it is as huge as the walls of Jericho. So keep them protected by just telling them one thing: you are so strong, and they will surely feel strong. Point number 3 is you should be in position to tell them a word of thank you. Tell them thank you for what you did for me. Thank you for doing this and this and that. Just thank them, even for something they have not done. Just tell your sweetheart, thank you. And when they ask you, what for? What did I do? Say, no, just thank you. In a cardio situation, give them a hug and just whisper in their ears and tell them you love them and thank them. And trust me, it will add value. That thank you will add value to the usual word that you always say, I love you. And this time it will sound melodic and different. So learn to do that. The candles will always keep burning. Next is you tell them, I am really sorry. You know, the word sorry is a small statement, but very huge in impact. So many of you don't know how to say sorry. The intonation you put with the word matters so much. Sometimes you may have annoyed somebody some time back, but you didn't get the time to say sorry, or maybe you didn't get the right. If I say time, I don't mean you were busy. I mean you did not manage to locate the right atmosphere when to say sorry. Now here is a moment when the two of you are together in that small room, just like my guest defined it, and you know he can listen. So whisper into their ears and tell them, darling, I am so sorry. And when they ask you why, then you bring back what you did some time back, and they will be in position to understand that you really value the relationship you have. The sorry does not make you weak. It doesn't make you guilty. It doesn't make you the loser, but it rather makes you a better person. Trust me. Another thing is tell your sweetheart that you trust them. Most times our lovers seek for our trust in vain. They struggle to show you that you can trust them, but we never appreciate. It is time for you to now start telling your sweetheart that you trust them even when they have not proven or done anything to buy your trust. Just tell him, honey, you know what? I trust you. If they're trying to do something and you see them failing or things are not moving in the right direction, tell them, you know what? I trust you on this one. I know you can do it. That gives them the zeal, the energy, and makes them feel, yeah, I'm with the right person. And that is the energy you need to run this relationship. What else? Oh, maybe one last statement here. This is now paramount to both sides, most especially the ladies. Your men are always complimenting you and telling you, you look hot, you look beautiful. They even come to a point where they have no words in the dictionary to say anymore. Yeah, you get a David Gambo, you're gorgeous, you're amazing, you're angelic. But you as the woman, you have never taken heed to tell your man how hot they are. For us men, we're used to being despised for our looks, saying that, we're not fun and we're always ugly. But take time and tell your man how hot he is, and see the impact of that statement on him. Trust me, the next day your man is going to walk with shoulders high, feeling the King Kong, feeling the Godzilla, and he will be in position to face the world with no fear. And that is where his victory will come from. Just a simple word. You are hot. You are strong. You are worthy. You are the best, baby. You are the King Kong honey. You like praising them with small, small things, calling them sweets, calling them tiny, tiny things. Please start calling your man the tanker, that machine gun, that big, that whole thing. You are the Museveni of my world. There's a way it makes them feel. Trust me, the man seated next to you must be smiling because he knows what I'm talking about. So to the ladies, take care and be in position to take advantage of that. But for the men, I trust you. I know you're always finding the best words in the dictionary to praise your woman, and that's good. Keep doing it. Never shut it down. Otherwise, I could go on and on and on and on. But those are some of the few things that I can tell you on how to propagate this relationship and keep the candle burning, because it is only going to be love when it is still alive. Don't kill it until when it kills itself. All right, let me turn it back to my guest so we can wrap it up. I heard you commenting on some of the statements that I was trying to tell our viewers, but they were all from your own compilation. Thank you so much for what you have told us and everything you've brought to table. Give us your last words.
So while I'm winding,
yes,
we've discussed a lot about keeping our relationships healthier, strong, long-lasting. But don't forget this: that what we've discussed about, it works in two ways.
Yes,
it's like it's a two-way sided.
Yes,
it's a two-way
traffic.
Yeah, all those people, you're two, who are involved in a relationship.
Yes.
So it's not for the ladies.
Yes. Or for the man.
Not for the man.
Yes.
It's for both of you.
Yes.
You can do it as a man. You can do it as a woman. There's a lot. You've not
they say don't
them.
do to others what you don't want others to do to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I mean Joshua Kajubi.
Yes.
A teacher, a counselor. Please let people come and help them.
Yes, come through. You will always be sorted.
Things are very easy. Don't die with something. You alone.
All right. As for me, I remain MC Sugar, the King of Hearts, and it was none other than your number one entertainment channel, that is Magic One, bringing you the glory of love every single Saturday. You should never miss, because once you miss, you'll miss everything. I love you so much, and I want to say stay tuned to Magic One, your only source of entertainment. It was the King of Hearts.